for this post-match reincarnaciones, I wouldn't come out with the purple flip mode squad. Guys, let's get in there. This was a reincarnation. I mean, that's the first thing that we need to accept here. But I think before we really delve into this post-match analysis, we have to really find out the answer to this question. And you may say, Half Hope, Double H, the phenom, the kid, the golden Pekin, the world's best analyst. What do you mean by the answer to the question? Well, I'll tell you what the question is. The question is this. Was the reincarnation based off Chelsea being so good or Everton being so bad? And I'm going to try and figure out how to really answer that question, because I don't really like, it was a bit of both. Oh, Chelsea, yes, but it's a bit of this and a bit of that. It wasn't really one thing. No, that's what losers do. I'm not a loser. I'm a winner. Charlie Sheen, Tiger Blood. Well, Tiger Blood. Who said that? Guys, so the first thing is this. Kiara Maya, Vanessa Blue. Why did Everton change their formation? I don't get that, because for me, before I was doing the pre-match, yes, I said Chelsea would win 2-0, but I thought that this would be a very tough game for Chelsea because of how well Everton did against West Ham, and Everton are a very positive-minded team. So when I just saw them sitting deeply with almost 5 men at the back, I was like, why would you do that? The worst thing you can do as a coach is, especially when you're playing against a really good team, is to change your formation. Is when you're trying to overthink, thinking that, okay, there's a very good team, they have a 3-4-3, so maybe let's go with like a 4-5-1 or something to try and offset and combat their formation. No. If you're playing against a really good team, put your best foot forward. Even if you get smacked open, go with your best foot forward. And if your best foot forward isn't working for the first 50 minutes, then you change. The worst thing to do, which was the mistake that Koeman made, where you were really just walking into the den of crab holders, was you change your formation before the game. Information that your teams are not used to. And the key thing, information and their way of playing, which you did not use in your last game, in which you did very well, playing a different way. So, but you're looking at Chelsea, at the end of the day, Chelsea, they played well. They played well, but I think Everton allowed them to play well. But Everton sitting deep, and Everton not really putting a lot of men forward, and especially for a guy like Mirallas, not really giving them, because again, Mirallas gives you something that Bolatti doesn't give you. And I thought Mirallas would have at least given something on that wing in an offensive sense to really challenge Chelsea. But guys, look, man, Chelsea played, man. Chelsea, they balled. And my good friend Eden Hazard, I'll get to Eden Hazard at one point, but I think, as a whole, this is a team that's working well. You can see the chemistry within this team. And I think for Chelsea, and I think it was very hard for Everton, because if you just imagine yourself playing and you're seeing guys move all around, you're seeing the striker go back into midfield, you're seeing people overlapping. Nothing is malleable. So the problem that Everton had was that it was too flat, it was too obvious, and it wasn't three-dimensional. For Chelsea, there was movement, and there were movements all around. So that meant that, Everton, it was hard for Everton to line up against him and defend it, because Hazard he's coming into the middle, he's coming out wide. Diego Costa is coming out wide. He's not playing a one with Hazard. Diego Costa is now taking the ball outside of the D. He's looking in and he's putting in a through ball for Marcus Alonso, or putting in a through ball for Victor Moses. So, and Matic and Kante, these guys, they're getting the ball, they're holding the ball in midfield. They are very disciplined within their position, but they're also progressing, moving the ball forward. So everything is working well. The creatives are doing their job. The central midfielders are doing their job. Even the defense. Again, this is why, Koeman has to bite his ass after this match, because you're thinking that you could have tested Luis and Cahill, because I still see that there's an accident waiting to happen there. And I am surprised that they've done so well. I mean, how many goals have they conceded since going to this 3-4-3? And I'm just surprised that I've not really seen Luis or Cahill forced into mistake. They've not yet made a major mistake since moving to this new system. So, but you're looking at Hazard. He played very well. I mean, you have to argue that, okay, yeah, he was man of the match. So Because, like, I'll be real with you. I will be real with you. I mean, my issues with Hazard and everything is required for a different video and so forth. Obviously, you can. It's one of the video requests I've put on the website, which you can go if you want me to comment on it. But it's part of the video request options about, is Eden Hazard overrated? But I'm talking about this match in particular, Chelsea v Everton. And in this match, Hazard was a problem for Everton. I mean, his movements, how electrifying he was, how alive he was. He was really the one that was really pretty much the catalyst to all of Chelsea's attacks. Because if you have a guy who can take the ball from midfield, and the key thing is run with the ball. Because if you pass, because that's what the issue with Everton, they would pass, but the pass was very flat. It was sideways, it was forward, it was very obvious, which is very easy to defend. Or they're playing a long ball to Lukaku. Lukaku can't hold the ball up. If he tries to hold the ball up, he's already squeezed by 2 or 3 Chelsea players. But for Hazard, you get a guy who can carry the ball, who has got great center of gravity, and he's finding those spaces. He was finding those spaces between Everton. And Hazard playing like at this level, it's very hard to deal with him. It's very hard to deal with him because if you're trying to defend a guy like that, who the key thing about it is his center of gravity, So this guy can turn right and turn left very quickly. So as a defender, you know that because normally if you're playing against a brick, you know that okay, this guy's going to go right. Yeah, he's going to act like he's going to go left, but he's really going to go right. But when you're playing against a player like this who can move so quickly in any direction, it's very hard for a defender to do anything. But the key thing of what made Hazard so crucial in the game was he was not restrictive in his position. Like the issues last season was that he was okay. I'm on the wing, I lose the ball. Okay, that's fine. But with this is that okay. Let me get with the wing. Okay, let me go into the center. Let me join in with the midfield. Let me run in with the ball. Let me try and dribble through. Okay, I'm seeing Moses there. Let me put the ball out to Moses. And even you're looking at his goals and his goal, especially his first goal. That's just great. That's just great because most guys would try and go in for the cross and everything. Again, and this was 2 defenders. 2 defenders going in there, all going towards him. Boom, he put it in there. But Costa played well. Because again, the thing with Costa is that Costa is doing what I think Benzema is trying to do. Because Costa is saying that I'm going to give you more than just being a finisher. I'm going to try and link up play, be involved with the midfield. I'm going to try and know when to drop back, but I'm also finishing. So as much as I'm linking up play, I'm going to be in the box finishing stuff as well. So I think, this Chelsea team, again, things will ebb and flow. I've always said my pick to win the title is Chelsea for this season, but they're not going to play this well for the full season. And 100%, I can guarantee you, Luis and Hale, they will be found out. They will be found out. So what I said to begin with, I think Koulibaly is needed in January. I think better defenders are needed. Will stand true because somebody will figure those guys out, and Luis and Hale, they will get exposed. But as of right now, 2016, I don't know whether the date is November or something. This is a team that's from front to back, every single member, it's working. And for a manager, it's a beautiful thing. Because you're looking at for Everton, nothing was working. There was no chemistry. There was no connective tissue. But for Chelsea, complete opposites. Everything was beautiful. And literally, man, they ripped Everton a new hole. They ripped them open because it could have been a lot more. It could have been a lot more. So, also 5 smacks. What can you say? But all I'm saying is that, for Antonio Conte, this is why, Italians do what they do, because what he's done for this Chelsea team, his bravery to change the formation, but not only change the formation, but to make it work. And the key thing, which is what his quality as a manager, every single player, okay, again, questions about the defense, but let's look at the midfield and the attack. Every single player, his position has been put to perfection. Everybody knows their role, and that is the beauty of getting a great team that can win something. Everybody knows their role, and nobody ever shifts out of their role, and everybody plays their role to perfection. And because of that, is what makes this team an extremely dangerous team that can last the distance. And even if they get to a rough patch, if everybody knows their role, this is the kind of formation and the kind of team and a kind of work that can do something. But for Everton, man, horrendous mistake to change the formation. It's killed the kind of effectiveness Barkley could have. It's made Lukaku pretty much useless. Very bad decision not to start off with Morales in the team. The game was already lost in that first half. Psychologically, mentally, Everton couldn't get back into the game, even if they changed the formation or their players. But by that, they were already had a losing mentality. Hard for them to go. So for Koeman, who is a great coach, a very good coach, you flopped them, man. All right, peace out. Stay true. Stay black. Remember to follow me on Twitter and on Facebook via my handle there at Half Hope Hot. I am on Twitter and on Facebook to keep up to date with my videos, my thoughts, my appearances on TV. Follow me right there. Guys, it's all it takes a few seconds. Please, if you enjoyed the vid, like the video. It really helps to grow the channel. And if you're a new member, just subscribe to the channel right there. Subscribe right there to the channel for much more football hot stuff. Like the vid, subscribe, be part of the football hot fraternity. Stay black.